Hello and good evening. Here is the national news on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. We are reaching you live from Wells Broadcasting House along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. I am Kunle, Olowu. First, the headlines. Tinubu thanks Makinde security agencies on the successful rescue of Orire abduction victims. Over what transpired. Keyamo directs fan to fine Obi 25,000 naira for wrongful parking at the airport, demanding apology. And Northeast APC hails Tinubu for Shetima's retention as running mate. Those are the headlines. Now the news in details. On the news this evening, President Bola Tinubu has expressed profound joy at the successful rescue of the children and teachers from Orire community in Ogbomoso, Oyo State, by the security forces. Governor Tinubu praised the heroic efforts of the security agencies, especially military, the DSS and police, for working around the clock in the last 56 days to secure the release of the abducted children and their teachers without any collateral damage, and for arresting 8 of the abductors and neutralizing others. President Tinubu regretted the anguish and that the children and their teachers faced, as well as the members of their families and the entire nation have experienced since this sad occurrence. For cooperating with the federal government in all rescue efforts, President Tinubu commended the Oyo State government and charged it to ensure adequate security around schools across the state. And also in the news this evening, the Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has visited the teachers and pupils rescued from the recent abduction in Orire local government area, assuring them of comprehensive medical care, psychological supports, and the government's commitment to their full recovery. The governor met with the victims at the 2-Division Nigerian Army Medical Facility in Ibadan today, where they are currently receiving treatment following their rescue by security operatives after spending weeks in captivity. The rescued victims comprised all the 39 abducted pupils and 5 of the 7 teachers who were kidnapped during the attack on their school in Orire local government area. He disclosed that he would, later in the week, address the people of Oyo State and Nigerians on the circumstances surrounding the abduction, the rescue operations, and other developments connected with the incidents. The presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, Atiku Abubakar, has dismissed the presidency's claim that he remained silent following the rescue of the abducted Oyo State school children and teachers. He described the allegation as a reckless distortion of fact that collapses under the weight of documentary evidence. In a statement issued today by a senior special assistant on public communication, Frank Shuaibu, Atiku said there were only 2 possible explanations for the president's outburst. The reaction followed comments by the special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, who had accused Atiku of failing to acknowledge the release of the pupils and teachers almost 18 hours after their rescue. Ononuga had also faulted the former vice president for what he called a pattern of criticizing the government over the abduction, while commending Peter Obi for reacting to the development.